Guitar Collector Guy presents the Joe Strummer Telecaster. I saw the Clash June 5th, 1982 in Houston, Texas on the Combat Rock Tour. And to this day, it's probably one of my all-time favorite concerts. And I'm proud to say that I actually got to see them live. I was listening to the Clash for a long time before I ever saw them, ever since the release of their first album. And I, living in Houston at that time, was into a lot of punk, and Houston was not the mecca of punk in the United States. I used to have to travel up to Austin to see halfway decent bands. There was a single club in Houston called The Island that you could go and watch punk bands at. But Joe Strummer, I thought at the time, was a god. And he really got me hooked on loving Telecasters and just the simplicity and ruggedness of Telecasters. His guitar was a 1966 Telecaster that it's kind of a funny story. A friend of his from South Africa wanted British citizenship. So Joe Strummer married her for £100. And he took the money and went down to, I believe, a pawn shop and bought this guitar for £120. And originally it had the tri-burst finish, and the band did not like that at all, and they basically spray painted it black. But over the years, the black paint started to come off and the tri-burst finish started to come through. And then there's also the signature stickers, the Ignore Alien Orders and Joe Strummer Trash City stickers that I actually have quite a few of them, and I have them like stuck on amps and so on. So I was watching other guitar YouTube channels, and people are always doing artist signature model reviews. And I decided, well, I would go ahead and do one, but it would be something close to my heart. And so I ordered from Reverb, basically a demo model of the Fender release of the Joe Strummer guitar, and paid $1,529 for it. It was a couple $100 less than a brand new one, but when the guitar's beat up looking anyways and aged, what's a little bit of wear and tear? It comes with a great vintage Fender case and all of the normal Fender amenities, and it has the neck plate on the back with an engraved likeness of Joe Strummer standing with his guitar. If you like this video, click like, subscribe, and notify. So I was really excited, and I went on eBay and I found you could actually get the stickers. I've ordered them before, and so I ordered the 2 stickers. I couldn't get the one to be the proper scale, but I don't really care. And so I got the guitar and put it on the bench and kind of wanted to just give a once over on the guitar. I wasn't going to change the strings or anything for the purpose of this, but I wanted to make sure that the neck relief was okay. And string height was all right as well. And then I put the stickers on that I had bought for it, and my heart sings. It's definitely a beautiful Telecaster. It's made in Mexico. Mexican Telecasters these days are incredible shape and quality, and I highly recommend like the Performer series and so on. I like this. It has vintage tuners on it, and they're aged, and so it matches the look and feel. One thing I'm actually kind of glad about is if you look at the original pictures of Joe Strummer's guitar, man, there was a lot of rust on it. And I mean, I'm really into kind of like aged and vintage guitars, but I don't know, I kind of prefer them not with that much rust on them and so on. But this model comes with pickups that were specifically, they're basically classic tele twang and growl. This is kind of the description that Fender gives them. Custom voice Joe Strummer Telecaster pickups. Has a mid-60s T-shaped neck. I really like the feel of the neck on this. It has a 7.25 radius, and a 6 saddle bridge. Great for setting up intonation and things like that. But all the hardware and everything is vintage, road worn. And I really like the idea that I don't have to worry about this guitar getting dinged up and stuff. And if anything, it'll add to the character of the guitar. Kind of ironic or funny. You can actually, on Fender, I was looking at some of the things that they have. They actually have a Joe Strummer guitar cable. They have multiple Joe Strummer different types of guitar straps. And then they even have signature picks with his picture on one side. And kind of hilarious. So this is approved by the estate, his ex or widowed wife. And I don't know if Joe would have liked the commercialness of having his face on picks and things like that. I watched him in a lot of videos and interviews, and he always seemed like a very humble person. There's one where he later on, when he was with the Mescaleros, he was walking around on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, and they were filming this, and he was trying to get people to come to the concert, and he was handing out handbills, and people didn't know who he was and stuff like that. I think there was like literally one person who ended up recognizing him, but people wouldn't take the handbills from him. And, where he was kind of like, well, it's okay, just trying to drum up business for my band and so on. And it was just, really cool to watch the humility that he had, and so on. So, but I like the guitar. I do. It's pretty cool. I'm going to hang this in my house so I can see it, as well as play it. I also went on Etsy and I found a print of this guitar that somebody had painted, and it's beautiful. And that's on its way to me right now. And I'm going to get it framed and hang it as well next to it. And so it'll be kind of my memorial to Joe in my house. And probably a week doesn't go by that I don't, when I'm driving around or something like that, he doesn't come up, the different bands that he was in, including The Clash, on my playlist and on Spotify. And I still love his music today as much as I did when I was a kid. So thanks. Thank you for watching Guitar Collector Guy. Really appreciate you being here. Hope you come back and watch more. If you like this video, click like, subscribe, and notify.